Now more Good Day Dakota on KX News.
6:40 here on your Thursday. Welcome back. Well, meteorologists use all kinds of different graphics to help deliver their forecasts. It's how something is now being used is out in the weather world.
And it's something released for the year across the country relating to temperatures and heat that you're going to start seeing used by many meteorologists.
Including our very own Stone Schaefer in this week's WeatherWise. He's going to tell us about a new graphic being utilized by the KX Storm Team. Stone?
Yeah, so last year around this time, the National Weather Service, they got together and said, how can we better implement how we can keep people safe when it comes to these really warm temperatures that we can see when we get across much of the United States in the summer and even into the fall for this time of year. So their answer to that question was heat risk. And this is just an example of our heat risk map that we're going to see start get used more and more by us here at the KX Storm Team and by meteorologists all across the country when it comes to really, really warm days. So what is heat risk? Well, heat risk is from the National Weather Service is a new experimental index that provides heat-related impacts over a 24-hour period. Heat risk puts into factor how unusual the heat is for that time of year, the duration of heat, including both daytime and nighttime temperatures, and if those temperatures pose an elevated risk of heat-related impacts based on data from the CDC. And this is also based on the National Weather Service's high-resolution National Gridded Forecast database, and where a daily heat risk value is calculated for each occasion for the current date through the next 7 days of time. So these come with categories. What are those categories? Well, the first one, it is green. It is little to no risk is expected from the heat. We also have yellow, which is sort of our category 1. It's minor, which is the level of heat affects primarily those individuals with extreme sensitivities to heat and those who are outdoors with ineffective cooling or adequate hydration. The next category, well, that's orange or moderate. This is the level of heat that affects most individuals sensitive to heat, and especially those that are in an area without effective cooling or adequate hydration. And then we have the next level, that is red or 3, which is major. This level of heat affects anyone without effective cooling or adequate hydrations, and will have impacts to health system and heat sensitive industries and infrastructure. And then you have magenta, which is the extreme category, which is the level of rare or long duration of extreme heat with little to no overnight relief. And this could affect anyone and pretty much everyone that doesn't have an effective way of cooling or adequate hydration, and it will impact most health systems and heat-sensitive industries. So wanted to look at this week's heat risk as an example of what we could see as we get into the summer. Now, we can see lots of areas that are in that minor, and that's what we most of the time see is either little to no risk or minor, but we've been so warm across the country that areas down to the south, you're seeing major and even extreme risk down in areas of Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. So this is a map that updates every day, and we can see up to the north we get to that little to no risk as temperatures do drop through the weekend. But always remember to continue sending your questions so I can answer them here weekly on WeatherWise.
And you can do so by heading over to our website at kxnet.com, click on weather, and then WeatherWise.
There you'll see a link that lets you submit your questions. So Stone, I mean, how much of this do you think is going to benefit, and as far as like helping you guys, maybe with some of the parts that were missing from some of your forecasts?
Yeah, it's just another way of telling people, hey, it's going to be hot out there. You need to stay safe. It's another way of staying weather aware like we are today with that severe weather chance, because that heat can be just as dangerous as anything we see this afternoon.
All right, thank you very much, Stone.